Labourer, I'm not involved.
You're no one involved. How's it going, man? What's your name?
Liam.
Liam, Dale. Liam, what does level mean?
Consistent all the way through.
So would it be fair to say, without putting words in your mouth, that it means the same elevation? So if I start at one point and I go to any other point, that would be level?
Yes.
Same elevation? Yeah. If I put a plumb line on that level, would you say it would then be, it would show square, 90 degrees to the level?
Yes. Aye.
So let's say we made a level, right? We made it a mile long. It was perfectly levelled and we put a plumb line at each end of it. Would the two of the plumb lines be parallel with each other?
Aye.
You say so or not?
Aye.
You thought you were right on the camera, aye?
Aye.
Too close, hey! Right, so you agree with that? What would you use, what would you say would be the best substance you could find to establish level, say, or a mile?
Laser.
A laser?
Aye.
You think that's the most accurate? How about you?
Laser, aye.
When you say water?
Aye, maybe water, aye.
Water over a longer distance?
Aye, maybe aye.
Because water...
Depends, because some of the lasers are...
But you say water always finds its level?
Aye, you always find its level, aye.
So the surface of any body of water will always be a horizontal plane?
Yeah.
You know that, don't you? Because you use it every single day.
Yeah.
What if I was to say to you, right, we've got a mile, right, but all that mile it drops down in elevation 8 inches, right? And I ran my level across that and then I put my two plumb lines. Would the two plumb lines still show you parallel? Would it be out? It'd have to be, wouldn't it? But it doesn't matter because if we do it over a mile, the plumb lines will be 90 degrees to the level, won't they?
Yep.
Do you think that can apply on a curved surface?
What do you mean by curved surface?
If we're on a curved surface,
The ground?
the ground was, see if the ground was curved,
Yep.
and we wanted to build a level on that,
Aye.
and we tried to bend the level to go with the curve, do you think that would work?
You could take the same point for the curve to the top of the level, then aye, it would be the same.
If you were making it straight though, like level. But what I'm trying to say is if we were to follow the curve, you couldn't use a level and a plumb line, could you?
You're saying curved, would it be curving down towards the other bit of the plumb, or would it be curved in the middle?
Anyway, if the ground was curved,
you wouldn't be able to do that then.
you wouldn't be able to do that, wouldn't you know? Because levels and plumbs wouldn't work on a curve, would they?
No.
How can the world be a bar?
Don't know. It's a deep question.
Well, aye. Well, we use plumbs and levels, don't we?
Aye.
Everywhere. As I says to you, if we went over a mile.
Just because of the scale.
Scale?
Aye, yeah.
Do you think the size of it would change? So do you think by increasing the body of water, the body of water's going to bend? Do you really think that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's a bit of a mindfuck that.
You know water always finds its level?
Yep.
If I asked you then, right, if you thought the world was a ball, I know, distractions, would if the world really was a ball, right, and you believed that, what would make you believe it? What would you believe it for?
Because you're told it.
You're told it? You see it on the TV? So I'm saying to you, you guys applying the real world, plumb, level, water finds its level, you all know that, that's your experience here, but you would doubt it because of what you were told and what you see on the telly.
Aye, that's right.
You would doubt
See,
it.
the thing is, I've never actually thought about how the world's been round. It doesn't really...
Doesn't apply to us.
Aye.
I know, but it doesn't building, doesn't
We
it?
just build within the world.
You use Euclidean
You
geometry.
just build everything level and plumb.
You use Euclidean, exactly, level and plumb. So two plumb lines are parallel lines and parallel lines never intersect, but on a curved surface they would have to, because eventually they would come in on each other.
On each other, aye.
But that's not the real world, isn't it, no?
No.
So what the point of this is, there's people out there that will claim level means curved.
Hello.
What do you think of that? There's people out there that talk mathematically and think that level means curved. How retarded is that?
Shape of the world.
No, they're just trying to, what they use is that there's two definitions of level. There's a mathematical definition and there's a real world application.
Right.
I go with the real world application, which is, as you pointed out, equal in elevation everywhere. These people try and twist the language to say that it actually means a curve, but it doesn't, because we know it doesn't mean curved.
Aye.
So it's just to highlight that and show what the laymen, the practical guys, that we're on a level.
Do you think theirs flat?
See, flat's a funny word. Flat means a smooth surface with no undulations on it. But we've got high bits and we've got low bits, but all that's all accounted for by level.
So do you think when you see the world map, that's it? That's the shape of it?
Well, maps are just projections, they're all distorted. None of them actually define what the world actually is. I'm always talking about exploring it to the places we're not allowed to go to find out what's actually going on. But as far as I'm concerned, your experience, my experience, everybody's experience is that you're on a level.
Aye.
You never experienced a curve there, have you?
No, I've never fell off the there.
You've never felt it curving?
No.
Never seen it curving?
No.
Never felt it moving?
No.
Just when you're going up a hill.
But you believe all that?
When you're going up a hill.
Don't believe it now.
When you're going up a hill.
When you go up a hill, what?
It's kind of curving up the hill.
Are you on a hill? You put your straight edge and your plumb lines on that hill, and you have to cut into the hill. If we'd have a big curve in the earth, we'd have to cut down into it to get straight and level all the time. The reason I said a mile is because they'll say our 1 mile it drops 8 inches.
Right.
Because of curve, obviously.
Alright, aye.
But when you go into the world, it's not there.
No.
They're just showing us it on the telly. But the whole point was is just to get plumb and level and what your relationship with it was.
Yep,
So, has it made you think?
Aye, it has, aye.
Aye, my head's still now, mate.
Water always finds its level regardless of what you see in the telly. Cheers, my man. Pleasure. Cheers, guys. See you later. Swan, what's your name, bud? Ian, I'm Dale. How's it going? What does the word level mean?
Straight.
So no deviation in elevation
No.
on any point. So if I start here, level's the same height anywhere I go. What would be the best substance you would use to find level?
A level. A spirit level.
Why?
A
Do
string line.
you not think water?
I can get water, aye.
Why would you? I always use water because I think it's the most accurate. And my definition of that would be because it always finds its level.
Level.
The surface of a standing body of water is always what?
Level.
Level.
Aye.
So if we built a level over a mile, we put two plumb lines, one at each end of it, would they plumb lines be square to the level
Aye.
all the time,
Aye.
regardless of how long we made the level? So level straight, plumbs straight down, and the level will always be at 90 degrees to the plumb line. Do you think the world's a bar?
Aye.
You do?
Aye.
With curving water on it,
Curving water on it.
and
Aye.
you think that we can build a level over a curve?
Aye.
You honestly believe that?
What the fuck?
It's nonsense, isn't it?
Aye.
See, the point is there's people out there that actually believe that level means curved.
Aye.
Do you think that's bizarre?
Well, it's up to them, innit? If they, what they want to fucking think.
but for this purpose, the real world application, level means straight,
Straight.
plumbs 90 degrees to the level, and that's what we utilise everywhere in construction. Brilliant, my man. So that's all I wanted for you.
Hey, Bob,
Appreciated, buddy.
Okay, see you
Cheers.
later, Bob. Hey, bother.
Cheers, bud. So I just shut my phone out there now. Oh. How you doing, bud? What's your name?
My name's Graham.
Graham, I'm Dale. How you doing, Graham?
Dale, nice to meet you.
Just a quick couple of questions, Graham. What does level mean?
Level? Flat.
So, well, equal elevation.
Aye.
Any point that we start on, it's a straight line. You could draw a straight line from one point to the other.
Aye.
You agree with that? What does plumb mean?
Plumb means level, upright.
So square to the level then,
level,
so
aye.
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
If we built a mile long level and we put a plumb line at each end of it, the two plumb lines would be 90 degrees to the level,
Bang on.
100% of the time,
Aye.
all the time. Do you believe the world's a round bar?
Yes.
How then can we put a mile long level and have two plumb lines 90 degrees to the level?
Is it something to do with the equator?
No.
No.
No, what I'm trying to establish here is what the real world applications are compared to what we see on the TV and what they tell us.
Aye.
So that's what I go by what do we practically demonstrate. What does the real world show me? The real world shows me that if I build a level and I put two plumb lines on that level, both the plumb lines are parallel to each other and they're 90 degrees to the level. You know that?
Aye.
Water always finds its level.
Yep.
How can it be curving?
Gravity.
What does that mean?
Is it something to do with the poles as well?
See,
The rotation of the earth?
see what I'm trying to establish, because that's perfect what you're saying. What I'm trying to highlight here is how people will jump to like some sort of mental gymnastics based on what they were told and what they see on the TV in comparison to what they know and they practically demonstrate in their everyday life. So your everyday experience is just what we've described, levels, plumbs, water levels, but yet if you're honest about it, you can see in yourself you're jumping to try and find some reason to excuse that, to make it fit what they told us and what they show us on the TV.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say to people is, look, do you not think it's better going with what you experience
Oh, 100%, aye.
So is that enough to throw doubt on you, based on what you've been shown through your TV?
I always question the stuff that I see on the TV, and I always question a lot of things to find out what the actual, crux of the matter is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't believe everything I see or read or whatever. If I experience it myself, then I will question it.
Yeah.
When it comes to, like, obviously the round earth, the flat earth question, I can't answer that question because it's not something I've experienced myself. Unless
What is your experience of reality? What do you experience in regards to your experience of Earth? Do you experience a curve?
No.
Have you ever seen a curve?
No.
Have you ever felt any motion? But you tell you it's a curve in Earth and it's spinning.
Aye.
Well, it's travelling through the vacuum of space, but you've never experienced any of that stuff.
No.
So that's good, because my whole premise of this is to try and get people to think like that. Look, what is your experience? And then compare that to what you're seeing through these images and the explanations they're giving you. Because there's people out there that will actually try and say level means curved.
Alright, really? I've never heard that before.
That's what they're trying to say. There's people out there that actually believe that level's a curve. We know it's no. So this is the type of thing I'm talking about. What do we really use? What's the real world showing us?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good, mate. Hopefully just this wee interaction should be enough to make you think about it. For me, it's massively important.
Aye, definitely, definitely. It's like the whole religion thing as well, isn't it? I mean, it's like you read the book and they tell you what happened, but it's whether it's a belief system. Do you believe it or do you not believe it?
But that's it, and that's the thing about the globular earth, because it came from Jesuit priests. The same people that were producing the religious stuff produced this stuff. And that's, for me, it is all about belief. Because if I asked you right now, okay, you were going to say to me, right, the world's a ball, and I asked you, right, give me one proof, give me one scientific proof, something that I can experience for myself that would show me that the earth was a ball, what would you point to?
Google Maps or
what you see on a telly?
what you see on the telly or whatever, if somebody's showing you. Aye, exactly. No, I know what you mean.
So, but measurement wise, water, standing bodies of water, they're no bending.
True.
They're level. So if I go to Loch Lomond, it's 28 miles long. Do you think from one end of Loch Lomond to the other it drops 400 feet?
No.
Doesn't it? It's level all the way, isn't it?
Aye, true.
Where on a globular earth it would have to. That's what the drop rate would be, over 28 miles, 400 feet.
Aye, true.
It's incredible, isn't it?
No, exactly. I know what you mean.
So just these wee quick interactions, buddy, I really appreciate your time, and I hope that it triggers just a wee discerning thought in your mind. It might not be that relevant to you, but just to have a wee think about it.
Aye,
Maybe talk about it to some people, you know.
Aye, definitely.
It's been a real pleasure from
Nice
me.
to meet you.
Thank
Cheers.
you too. Cheers, bud.
See you later on.
So I just set my phone down there, buddy. What's your name, mate?
I'm Tom.
Tom, I'm Dale. How's it going, Tom?
Good.
What does the word level mean, Tom?
Level, stick a level on it, there's a level in the middle.
So level would be, not to put words in your mouth so you can disagree with me, no deviation in elevation for any point. So any point on my level I can draw a straight line to it.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
In plane.
On a plane. Yep. What does plumb mean?
Straight up.
So would you say that a plumb line is always 90 degrees to the level?
Yep.
So if I built a level over a mile and I put two plumb lines, one at one end and one at the other, would those two plumb lines show me 90 degrees to the level?
Like that?
Yep. You know that there's people out there that believe level means curved? Let me go back.
Look at where it's going.
I think you know. Let me go back a wee touch. If I wanted to establish level over a mile, say I had a standing body of water a mile long, would the surface of that body of water show me the level?
Yeah, perfect.
Because water always finds its level?
Yeah.
What if I increase the size of the body of water to 2 miles?
Then it would still be level.
3 miles? I'm not trying to trick you. Look, see what you highlight is I just spoke to that boy there. What I'm trying to establish is what you know and what you've experienced in your reality in comparison to what you've been told and what you see on the telly. So I'm trying to get honesty out of people as my main aim here.
It depends how far you're talking, but
Well,
experience, yeah, it's going to be level.
Well, say we had a mile stretch and at one end of that mile it dropped 8 inches, right? And then I put my two plumb lines. Would you still be able to call that square? The two plumb lines would be square to the level?
They'll be perpendicular at the surface of a
of a curved surface towards the centre of the earth.
Yeah.
But two plumb lines are always parallel, will you agree? On a curved surface they couldn't be parallel, they would have to meet each other at some point.
Yeah, I guess the earth is pulling everything towards the centre, so plumb line is in line with that weight towards the centre.
So therefore, if we were constructing, we could never really have true level and square. I mean, are you in conflict with your actual experience here in comparison to a belief system?
Not really, it depends on what tolerance you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it's all about tolerances, isn't it? And unless you're talking about tens of miles or hundreds of miles.
Well, the globular earth will say that 1 mile is 8 inches and then it squares because it's an exponential curve. So 1 mile you've got 8 inches, and then the second mile it starts to square and it gets steeper and steeper and steeper. So Loch Lomond, for talking sake, 28 miles long, they would say that from one end to the other it drops in elevation from that starting point of 400 feet. Have you experienced that?
400 feet?
Yeah.
The curve over Loch Lomond?
Over 28 miles.
I've not. I guess you don't really experience it because you're experiencing weight, which is towards the middle.
Yeah. See, these are all explanations and stuff from the heliocentric model, but I mean the main point is to show the conflict here between practical everyday reality, what people experience. I mean, every one of these boys know that level, plumb, it's all square, regardless of the scale, but yet we're being told that we're on a curved surface. I mean, do you know who Euclid was?
A Greek philosopher, was it?
You know, Euclidean geometry?
Yeah.
Where two things like two parallel lines will never intersect.
Yeah.
So again, when we get back to the plumb lines, two plumb lines are always square to the level and they're always parallel with each other. I take it you're aware of the whole discussion of the shape of the earth. You're obviously...
I wouldn't describe myself as a flat earther.
No, I wouldn't say I'm a flat earther either. I'm a level earther because it's no flat, it's level.
You don't think it's round?
What do you mean by round? A spherical ball? No.
I'm getting hit.
Are you getting called in? Sorry, my man. Appreciate your time.
Alright.
Thanks. Hopefully that's gave you a wee thought anyway. Cheers, my man. What's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan. Dale.
Sean,
Sean, how's it going? What does level mean?
Level? Something's level.
What, describe it?
Level, it could be the level of ground, a level of intelligence, a level of...
Well, level in construction. Geometry wise, level, what does it mean?
You're looking for a minute, it's bang on its level,
It's bang on its level, so without putting words in your mouth, because I know it's daft, right, but I'll get to the point. So level means that anywhere I start and any other point I go to, it's at the same height as that starting point. Aye. You'd agree with that definition? What does plumb mean?
Some plumb.
Plumb, the brickies use that with the brickwork and that.
So would you...
The bubble in your bead in it.
Plumb's straight up and down.
Aye.
So then I would say, would you agree that plumb is 90 degrees to the level? Straight up to the level? Aye, of course. It's not that hard, is it?
Aye, I know.
You wait for me to trip you up. Wait for me to trip you up. No, it's not a test. I'm not for any agency, you know, to see if you're cowboys. See if I was to establish a level, say over a long period, a long distance, like a mile, and I says to you I'm going to use water to do it, would you reckon that one of the best things I could use to get a level? Water?
No, I wouldn't imagine so.
Aye.
I don't know, well, of course that distance, because you would the wind and that would disrupt the water, wouldn't it?
Say we've not got wind.
Aye, well.
If it was completely still,
Aye.
Water? One of the best things we have for getting level. Why? Because water always finds its level.
Aye, that's it.
See if I increase the size of it to 2 miles, still be the same, won't it? Water will always find its level. 10 miles, always find its level.
Aye, that's it.
20 mile, 100 mile. What shape's the world?
It's a globe, innit?
Is it? We bendy water
Sphere,
on
aye,
it?
it's a sphere.
But we bend.
That's a gravity ball, though.
We bendy water?
Aye, you're right, oh, you're fucking me up.
How much is this for this fucking flat earth or something?
Well, people will say flat earth, but I'm just a realist. I base things on what I can test and what I know for myself.
Aye.
You ever seen the curve of the earth?
No.
You ever experienced it?
No.
You ever felt it moving?
No.
Where, if I asked you to give me one proof that the earth was a ball, give me one.
We've not got proof, but we just need to go with the pictures we've seen sent.
Pictures on the telly? See if I showed you a picture of a unicorn, would you accept a unicorn was real?
No.
Right, so you see where I'm going with this?
Aye, no, definitely.
So what I'm trying to encourage people is to base it on what you actually experience in your everyday life compared to what the government are showing you on the telly.
Aye, no, bang
You've
on.
never thought about it?
No, I've never
Take it, you've heard it.
about it now, though.
No, but see when folk have seen that, I've been like that. No,
Rubbish.
Lot of shite, know what I mean?
You're just going to go with it and print it into your head,
Aye, that's what you get told when you're fucking grown up now.
Exactly.
So,
Brainwashing.
aye,
Do
that's
you not
it.
say so? When they showed you a plastic toy and then told you that's where you live and that there's people on their feet upside
Okay.
down to you with water and all that all stuck
Aye,
to
I
the
know,
end.
I
What a
know.
fucking lot of piss.
No.
If I go to tell you to get a rock right now and says, right, get water all on it and get stuff to stick to the underside of it and above it, could you show me that?
Aye, no.
Right, so what would you believe it for?
Nah, no, you're right enough. You've got a point there.
If I put doubt in your mind,
You've definitely put
Aye.
doubt in my mind, but 100,000,000%.
justifiable doubt though,
Aye, exactly, aye.
based on your experience.
You see, with you saying that, that's more believable than what the actual the idea of the world is.
Aye.
Exactly.
That's more believable.
No,
than
it's-
that.
You don't even need to believe it because you experience it every single day.
Aye.
So what I'm trying to highlight is how easy it is to make people doubt their own sanity
Aye,
based on how the TV works and how powerful that can be.
aye,
So-
no, definitely.
I know, I appreciate that.
Aye,
Good stuff, boys.
aye, good stuff.
Nice talking to you.
Tell you do your
Think about it. See you later.
What's it for?
Just for my YouTube.
Oh.
You alright, aye? What's your name, bud?
Stevie.
Stevie, I'm Dale. Stevie.
How you doing?
Stevie, if I says to you the word level, how would you describe it?
I don't know.
What does level mean?
It means it's true.
It's true level, like, so I don't want to put words in your mouth. No deviation in elevation, so if I start at one point, any point I go to will be the same height as my initial starting point.
Aye.
You'll say that's level.
Aye.
What does plumb mean?
It means something's true in the...
Square to the level,
Aye.
90-degree angle.
Aye, that's it.
Say if we had built a level over a mile long and we put two plumb lines, one at one end and one at the other, would they two plumb lines be parallel with each other?
Not necessarily.
No.
If it... Say again?
If I make it a mile long
Aye.
and I've got my two plumb lines, one at one end and one at the other, they two plumb lines will be parallel lines to
aye,
each
of
other
course, aye.
because the two of them are 90 squared
Aye, that's it. Aye.
to the level. See if I wanted to do a level on a mile and I was going to say use the best tool that I could find. The best tool I could find to establish level on a mile would be water. Would you say that?
Well, you got on the lasers and all that now, but the thing
But-
is, the
but-
water levels...
More accurate?
Aye.
Because they'll say that a laser can be, you know, refracted and stuff through light, you know,
Aye.
because it's over a longer distance,
Okay,
it's not going to
that's
be
it.
as
Well, You
accurate.
can't see it in the daylight anyway.
Exactly, so water's the perfect
Aye,
levelling tool. What if I done it over 10 mile and I used water? Still be perfectly level, won't it?
It will always be level.
Always be level because water always finds
Always
its level.
find the same level, aye.
Do you believe the world's a ball?
Aye.
You do? But water always finds its level.
Aye.
How does that work?
I don't know.
You've never thought about it?
No, no, for it.
Would you believe the ball? Why do you believe it's a ball?
Because we're told.
Because you're told and
No, been up there and looked at it.
you've never seen it.
No.
Where have you seen it?
Just on the telly.
On the telly. So what my point is and what I say to the rest of the boys is I'm trying to show like laymen and real people to use their own senses and what they know about reality and how there's a contradiction and a conflict between that and what they're showing you on the telly.
Aye.
What do you trust?
I trust me.
You trust your own?
Brain, aye.
So if, as far as you're concerned, the earth's going to be level then? Water doesn't bend,
Well, you can be level within a sphere, can you?
can you? So level's a curve.
I'm not too sure about it.
You're not too sure. Has it made you think?
Aye, it's made me think, alright.
Good man. Appreciate it.
Cheers,
Nice
man.
one. Take it easy.